Time now to check in with our mate in the old dart, none other than the wonderful Nigel Farage, the Brexit leader, the freedom fighter, and our dear friend who joins us now from London. Big fella. So, can we just start with the snooker here? Because while I understand that there's serious stuff, and we'll get to it all in a second, I do love that the live commentary continued on where they were whispering, they were invoking the streakers of the past. There was even rolling coverage of the use of the Hoover. I loved every little detail of this. But surprise, surprise, when millions of people are watching, no one's mind is changed when it's interrupted by some freak.
Well, that's absolutely right. And it isn't just the snooker they disrupted, because the same people disrupted the Grand National. You know, our big steeplechase, probably the most famous horse race in the world, and they disrupted that on Saturday. I was there, and it directly led to one horse dying. And they're the same people who glue themselves to roads, and they're now promising to disrupt every major sporting event this summer in the United Kingdom. And I have to say, we've got to reach a point with these people where their intolerance needs to be met by our intolerance. Enough is enough. That bloke who put that powder on that baize, he needs to go to prison for a long time for criminal damage. We've got to start locking these people up, otherwise normal life here just can't continue.
I did enjoy some of the blow-ups that were being heard by the crowd. You know how we see those videos every now and then of these protesters just being upped and thrown to one side because they're blocking traffic? The interruption of the snooker sent like that was a crowd that was ready to blow up. It just doesn't move normal people's opinion. In fact, it solidifies them against whatever they're arguing for.
I think that's right. I mean, they're not persuading anybody of anything, but I mean, this is this new cult, this new student cult. You'll notice they're all white. They're all upper middle class. They've generally got names like Jocasta and Sebastian. These are overprivileged, upper middle class kids, and they've been indoctrinated at school and university that because of climate change, we're all going to die, and so we have to tie ourselves to bridges. And I mean, the whole thing is crackers. But to some extent, the educational establishment actually is guilty of spreading completely irrational fear in the minds of these people.
Well, also, part of the radicalisation of a death cult, whatever it is in, or you think you're in a holy war, whatever that may be, is that you think any action is reasonable in defence of the thing that you believe in. If you're being told the world's going to end, then the disruption of everything is of course justified, of which it well and truly isn't. But we'll see whether they have the balls to go anywhere near the coronation.